Welcome back, guys, to Pokemon Violet, the Indigo Disk, where at a current catch rate of 185 caught in our Blueberry Pokedex, with still quite a bit more to go. With starters together, I've done more BBQ quests. I now number over 6,000 whole points. Ooh, I'm so rich. Which now will enable me to, of course, unlock the Savannah Biome Biodiversity Update patch thing. But first of all, I've come to here where I've got an audience watching me do this intro, like crouching down going, we're going to beat you up. Because it turns out, like, one of the Pokemon that I thought I'd need to do trade evolutions was actually just up here, obviously in a field of Black Augurite, quite likely. So instead of trade evolution, I'll just catch it. Seems like the elegant thing. Never know, I might bump into another shiny again. Wonder if there's more over here. This is where, like, they despawn now. I'm like, I ran away so I could catch them unawares. Hehe. It's actually not a trade anyway. Oh, okay, that's good then. Not the Master Ball, Sam. Resist throwing it. Just throw your quick balls. You can't trade either at the Iron Minis doesn't exist in SV. This is the only way to get it. Oh, okay. I just kind of presumed I might already have a Black Augurite. I'm not even kidding. I wish I was. Alright, seems you're going to be a bit more complex to pick up, aren't you? Oh, and you're going to power up. Fine. It's not nighttime, sadly, so I can't chuck it. That Master Ball's looking very, very, very tempting, I must say. Remember, don't Terra Evolve. Oh. Lower the level of the wild Pokemon? You think he's low enough? Oh. Let's get you in a netball. I'm sure that won't work. Where's my critical captures, baby? Oh, it did. Alright, make that 186. This Pokemon is a rough, crude, and violent sort. It swings around its large, heavy stone axes to finish off its prey. But yes, we are going to be trying to now max out our Pokedex completely, but there's a few other things to go check out here, there, and everywhere across the land on top of that. But before we go on, let's do some a bit nicer normal evolutions. Let's put it that way. Terapithocus is now healed. Still don't know how to pronounce his name correctly. Oh! No! Do I have the item I need to use on you? Uh-oh. I forgot to check that. Sam is doing well. Very well. He knows exactly what's going on. Right, well, let's try to level up two of our guys here. Or three of our guys, either, with our candies. And get some more evolutions on the list, because that's what we're doing mostly at the moment. Lots of evolutions by this. What is it? Was it metal alloy? Steel alloy? Maybe I've got it. Maybe I don't. Do you think I picked one up already? It doesn't look to me like I have one. Oh no. I'm going to have to go to the shop, maybe. See if there's one in there. I need rare candy time. Let's see if Tyrogue evolves to the correct thing. It's a rough start for this episode, granted. But oftentimes it is. There's a bit of a confusion time, especially when you've got Tyrogues to evolve. For Hitmonlee. It has complete control over the ligaments in its legs, expanding and contracting them to double the reach of its kicks. Hitmonlee is attack more than defense for Tyrogue, isn't it? Hitmonchan is the opposite way round. And then equals is it on top. Seems a lot more complicated, doesn't it? Now, Now, the thing is about these is you can find these around in the area anyway. They show up on the map. I think I've seen a Hitmonchan once in between sessions, so obviously I haven't caught it because, you know, we do everything live in that regard. Its fists are masses of muscle. It takes a break every 3 minutes to steady its breath and mood. But you can, of course, grab them in the Terror Raids on top of everything. That is an option too. And then Overquill that needs its barbs on, otherwise it can't evolve. So we'll take those 3 to start off with. Let's go back to the academy. Now that this thing can never, ever stop floating without kind of like having to be off kilter. Do you know what I mean? Unless it really stabs itself into the ground properly. It's ferocious and has a short temper. The ends of its spikes are barbed and they can't be easily removed once they've punctured something. I'm pretty sure you can hug it, just very carefully. Like some people have pet hedgehogs, maybe. I don't know. A lot of people who have pets of animals that maybe should not be pets, but still. Don't want to upset the hedgehog pet nation out there. Anyway, with a little Turtwig just going along here. Let's walk back home. There's a magazine down there. See about upgrading a little bit of our BBQ points. Just wear chainmail, something metallic. Just a full suit of... Chainmail sounds like you'd be able to, like, sneak through and stab you. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd much rather it be... Is Kevlar better? Anti-stab proof stuff. Just started thinking there, like, what am I going on about? What's in my brain here? I just don't think it's a Pokemon you want to hug. Because, again, it's not just the stabbing. It's the poison, right? It's not just the stabbing. Right, we can buy stuff here with BP. I'm just wondering what we can buy as a whole. Metal alloy can indeed be bought here. A peculiar metal that can make certain species of Pokemon evolve. It is composed of many layers. There's 3 of my BP gone. And then we can finally upgrade a guy that we built for our shiny special team, and then I battled with terribly. It's actually the only way to describe it, isn't it, really? Pretty much. And it's shiny too! In fact, because they've had outbreaks everywhere across the land for shiny ones, I literally found out these were outbreaking while running around doing BBQ quests. I was like, oh, let's do a Ludon. By literally landing off a cliff, jumping on one of their heads, and it was a shiny again. I was like, oh, okay, there's another one. I've caught 2. There you go. Shiny Archaludon. Very nice and blue. It digs holes on mountains, searching for food. It's so durable that being caught in a cave-in won't phase it. Do you like the shiny of that? It's not bad. Wants to learn the move Electroshock. Is it good? User gathers electricity on the first turn, boosting its special attack stat, then fires a high voltage shot on the next turn. The shot will be fired immediately in rain. Ooh. It's kind of interesting. Gives you the buff, so as long as you survive a turn, you're even more powerful. But then 2 Thunderbolts would do just the same. Or, you know, it would do more. But then you got the rain teams too that we've seen. The rain destroyed my Trick Room after all. I was like, oh, I'm going to be all clever and use Trick Room. And that went well. Right, let's go to the Elite Club Room. Never again will I use strategy in Pokemon. Always, always. Highest damage move. Right, time to unlock my biodiversity. Oh, wow. Can I get my room remodeled? No, I don't want it. Secret boss of Blueberry Academy. Anyway, boost biodiversity in the Savannah biome. Hi, it's Terry from the Terarium Club. Thanks for all your support. Yes, using the BP that you donated to us today, we've been able to upgrade the environments in the Savannah biome. New Pokemon will be able to live there now, including Wild Charmander. Put the poor fire Pokemon in the polar biome. Right, considering we've got 3,000 points left, what else could I buy and have a look at? I've not got the item printer yet. Let's buy that. Yes, hi, this is the Science Club. Wow, this is the first time we've ever gotten a donation. Yeah, it is. Let me hurry right over to deliver the item printer to you. Oh, it looks actually quite fancy. Thanks for opting in to set up one of our new item printers. I'm a member of the Science Club. We developed this device. I'll be right here to help you use it if it's not too much trouble to have me in your club room. So straight to it, what is the item printer? If you put materials dropped by Pokemon into this printer along with some BP, you'll be able to get items in exchange. I can't help it, my uniform's glitching. The item printer is a device that allows you to turn materials that Pokemon drop into items you can use. You get one kind of item per print job, so think about how many print jobs to carry out each time you load the printer up. The exact inner workings are a little secret. We're in the midst of applying for a patent, see? But all you need to know is that it takes materials and lets you print items, and it's fantastic. It's really exciting to see what might come out, and it's so simple to use. With that in mind, would you like to print some items with the item printer? I want to make it better. We're going to need to collect more data to do that. Try doing more print jobs. Okay, so you can make it better by printing items. 12% print jobs. Acquired material, 50 BP. You need to reach 1,000%. Can you sort by percent? Illusory Cream's pretty good. Got lots of Picky Pecks. 123 Solosis gels. I bet you can't tell I've been hunting stuff there. Yeah, so I think I'll use this Solosis gel. Solosis. Print me some items. Oh, it saves, does it? Oh, I gotta turn the handle, do I? Why? It's a 3D printer, isn't it? Or it's a gacha machine. We put gacha in the game. Gacha catch 'em all. All done. I'll go ahead and put these in your bag. Trail string, Ovalstone, flying terror shard is supposedly silver. Okay. Zinc, sunstone, fighting terror shards. So it's interesting to see what the value of things are, because you'd expect they're normals, pretty feather, tiny bamboo shoot. Focus band, I guess, ain't too bad. I feel like a focus band is better than a fighting terror shard, but maybe I'm wrong. What's harder or easier to come across, you know? That could be made better now. How many things do you have to print off? Okay, you just got to keep printing stuff to get even more stuff. Fair dues. I'm sure you can get good stuff in the end with that, but you know me. I want to get the Pokédex. That's my goal. An update for the lock-on feature. Was that always there? Everyone remembers how to lock on to a Pokemon with the ZL button, right? Now it's got a shiny new update. Can't get enough of watching Pokemon. Bring us your BP. 200 for that. Thank you, Olizandri. This is Esau from the Photography Club. Now to patch that lock-on feature with new capabilities, I'll send the data right to you. You can now see more details about the Pokemon you lock on to using the ZL button. If you lock onto a Pokemon using the ZL button, you can now see information about the Pokemon's gender, its size, and whether it has a mark, but only if it's a species you've caught before. I guess the mark thing's important? Is it? Okay, our new touch-up feature for photos. I may as well just unlock it, see if there's anything hidden behind it. Thank you, Olizandri. You're such a great supporter. The Photography Club has come up with a flashy new touch-up feature. I'll send you the files. Oh, God. Using the touch-up feature, you can change the look of a photo you've taken using the camera app. Press the minus button when you have the camera app open to choose whether you want to use the touch-up feature or not. I do not like the photo taking in this game. Mainly because, of course, it requires you to do that quite often for BBQ quests. And unlike other games where it's internal, these all go to your actual screenshot folder on your Switch, don't they? So that means I have to go there and start deleting them all in the future too. I'm right in saying that, I think. It's weird when that's an option. So what else do we have? Do I need a smart speaker for the club room? Why not? The music club. I'm reaching Olizandri's phone, yeah? Props for supporting the music club. Looks like you forked over enough BP, meaning we're all good to send you that speaker. Someone will be along within 2 shakes. Just chill like a slow king till it gets there for you. You got it, yeah? The smart speaker. Nothing better than blasting some bops, am I right? If you want more tracks, you know where to keep sending your BP. It's a smart speaker. What would you like to set as your background music? Honestly, check the Academy Life album. I guess I can buy more albums then? Don't mind me, just creeping. Town tunes, outdoor adventure, famous destinations, Kitakami. So yeah, so a lot of different albums to buy. This is this thing. This is why, this is basically a console versus software sales, isn't it? Actually, that said, the console costs less, at only 50 BP, but we're trying to make our money via CD sales, you know what I mean? I see how that works. Let's get the Famous Destinations album. Let's just start using our BBQ points up. Every time I still want to say barbecue, though. See that picture of a Porygon there on the wall? One day. It won't be those colours, that's for sure. In fact, we should probably do our trade evolutions now. Get them out of the way, get them done with. See if we can get as close as we can to 200. Alright, we will get us nearer. We'll have to get a couple of starters. There we go. Lots of albums. I do have all the biome upgrades, yes. They are sorted. I'm just spending the remainder of our points. Special Songs album. Oh, is it Ed Sheeran? Not that guy. Copyright man. Coming at me with your copyright lyrics. How dare you? Probably is as well. Wouldn't surprise me. Alright, new designs for remodeling rooms. New effects on your photos. Thank you, Olizandri. You're such a great supporter. So the special effects we developed for the Photography Club. Right, you can decorate your photos even before you finish taking them. I'll send you all the files you need along with a user's guide. We've got filters, we've got effects. You can select effects to use on your photos by pressing the plus button while using the camera app. I guess that would have made doing the photo BBQ quest a bit more fun with the random flair added in. Should I throw like a former champion rather than being a current champion and using my special dainty throw? Thanks so much for all the support, Olizandri. Ready to be my sounding board? Then let's go. How about... Yeah, you know what? I think that'll work. Talking through this with you really helped. Come up with a real home run here. If you ever want to change how you throw your Pokeballs, just give me another call. More throwing styles. And I guess the last bit of BP we've got can probably be sent. Oh, cute effects, cool effects. It just doesn't stop, does it? It just doesn't stop. You've only upgraded one biome so far. Supposedly, like the proper meta for doing it, of course, is to get 4 people together and just knock them out that way, because you get every quest. But I've been doing it all by myself, which is slow to get enough points. Very slow. Buzzy Buzz, Draco Media, Sissy Slide, and Yono Zone. But there's more that much being unlocked after that. So it's just 2 new designs for remodeling rooms And the last thing that's left for us getting loads of coaches. Club room looks. Dark and fancy looks are now available for renovating our club room. This is going to be one hell of a episode on the YouTube. Just us unlocking everything. That's the thing when you're finishing up. Well, at least we've got the 200 Pokemon Gold to work towards. So, new design for... Oh, I need 600 BP for that? Well, we're not far off, so we'll have to get it in the future. But there, I've bought nearly everything that's here. Special songs. Oh, they are special. I really like Arceus. I think that's the best Pokemon game I've played in a long while. I think it's, yeah. Because the more story-based RPG side. Pokemon is considered a JRPG, but Arceus took it the furthest. Beautiful. Loved it. What other songs have we got? The Famous Destinations? I mean, Levincia's the one, isn't it? Levincia's the one. Let's face it. Anyway. Beautiful. Storm, are you ready to do some trade evolutions? Should we get that part of the show on the road? I think it's probably now's the time, right? How do we do it? I can't remember. Let's work it out. Connect to the internet. What have we got going on at the moment? Age divisions. Oh, I'm too old to play the game, it says. Enjoy mass outbreaks of dragon-type Pokemon. So that's currently what's going on with all the Duraludon that's around the place. Challenge Walking Wake and Iron Leaves. Have until Sunday, January 7th. Okay. 5-star Terra Raid battles. Walking Wake appearing during this event has water as its Terra type, and the Iron Leaves... Go down. Go down. Go down. Go down. Go down. And the Iron Leaves appearing during this event has Psychic as its Terra type. What do I have to beat that? Try joining Terra Raid battles hosted by Trainers. Play the other version of the game to help complete your Paradox Pokemon collection. Ooh, I might be interested in getting those two at the very least. We'll see if people want to do that in a bit. Well, so regarding bugs in a recent update. Oh no. Oh no. Mystery Gift, Shiny Lucario, a Master Ball. I'll catch my own Shiny Lucarios. Anyway, now that we're online, let's do this thing. Let's get the trade with the power of editing, because I've got to figure out, I have to go to the Union Circle, don't I? We'll just get some random person now who's just like, hey, hijack. But is it Storm? How do I check? Oh, wait, it does say trade part of Storm, but it could be a fake. It could be a fake. All right, who are we starting with? Should we just do... We'll start from the left of this box and go right along the line, I feel. So let's start with Seadra. Get our evolutions going. Here we go. It's evolution time. I forget that I have to press A there. Like, which Seadra is it? It's at level 50, exactly. The trading one or the... Yes. We need to not be in the clubhouse to trade because, of course, we've got to send our Pokeballs randomly into the sky. Just off you go. Beautiful. And with a dragon scale on, we're at 190 on the Pokédex currently. We're going to be close to 200 very soon. Seadra evolved into Kingdra. This Pokemon is said to sleep at the bottom of the sea, deeper than any other life form could descend, building its energy. Job done. So, Electro Graveler. Keep figuring out how to press A. So those two special Terra Raid Pokemon that actually were an event before. If it's an event when I'm not playing, I always miss them though. Not paying attention enough. Like there. So a lot of people would have already got the chance. I'm just the one without. Ooh, I wonder if the 5-star Terra Raids of these Iron Leaves, etc. give Perma Mystica. I'm guessing not, though. Graveler is got. Alright, it's golem time for you. Look at that chest hair. Beautiful. It fires rocks charged with electricity. Even if the rock isn't fired that accurately, just grazing an opponent will cause numbness and fainting. Just draw blood, that works on me. Magmar's next with the Magmarizer. I like how Golem's the only one here that just gets traded without anything. Of course, that was like how it was way back in the day, and items became more of a thing later. Wait, what? Is that true? It's what I said actually true. Why do I have in my head trading with King's Rock? Why do I have that in my head? Is there any Gen 1 Pokemon with trade items? No, because you couldn't give them items, could you? Dumbass. Ah! Yeah, we didn't have such thing as held items back in my day when we had the link cable. Didn't have the internet to do this. Magmar is evolving. Having to actually go round someone's house. Have human contact. Ugh. Do your trading. Magmortar's here. They dwell in volcanic craters. It's said that only a single pair of Magmortar will inhabit any given volcano. Right then. Electorizer Electabuzz is next on the list. It's the special one that's coming soon, though. There really wasn't that much in the way of trade evolutions in the Teal Mask, and then this one's like, yeah, have 6 of them. And have one of them that isn't. But yeah, you can catch these in Terra Raids, if you find them. I've actually seen a lot of Porygon Zs in Terra Raids thus far. Xiel, welcome to the channel, thank you for the follow. If I said your name anywhere near correctly. Good old Electabuzz switch. I'll take it. The Electabuzz evolved into Electivire. See, I probably said his name wrong. This Pokemon presses the tips of its tails onto an opponent and instantly sends over 20,000 volts of high voltage electricity through them. So you're saying stay the hell away. Or stay close. Portable defibrillator man. I'll nickname him straight away. And a Rhydon with a protector. I still just remember these guys mainly, of course, Giovanni's Pokemon. But just going through that original Victory Road and having to, like, slug through these guys. It's a simple, cool design as well. And then now someone's going to tell me it wasn't actually Giovanni's. Thank you yet again, Storm. Now it's Porygon time. Well, after a bit of evolution. We're very close to 200. See, I don't like Rhyhorn's design. Go from simple design to suddenly getting quite a bit different, chunky. Some people must really like it though. Rhyperia's brain is smaller than a Rhydon's, but the Rhyperia is stronger because it spends more energy on battling and less on brain power. Bin max. Bin maxing. Right, here we go then. It's Porygon time. Shiny Porygon. We won't see the shiny first evolution. Expect the second one. It's the second one we're looking for. We'll literally see it in its form before it changes after all. Porygon was a nightmare to actually get as a shiny, though. Just because of the amount of normal Pokemon that are in that area. The Mouse, you've got Smeargle. You'll have to come out of the trade and give it the dubious... Oh, you can't give it items in the trade menu. Porygon evolves. Who's that Porygon? It's not mine. It's all shiny and sleek and stuff. It's not even its final form. Porygon was upgraded to become capable of planetary development. However, this upgraded version cannot even fly yet. So what's it doing? It's just hovering with style. Yeah, you can't give it. So we have to come out and go back in again, okay? It's Storm! And Porygon was never seen again. Look, it's blue! I wouldn't have been using Trick Room with Porygon if I did evolve it at the point I wanted to evolve it, you know what I mean? Supposedly the speed differential of its stats goes the other way around, doesn't it? It's a slow Pokemon, Porygon, until it evolves, then it's a fast Pokemon. Show me. It's like a weird pink on the blue, though, isn't it? You broke my Porygon! What have you done, Storm? What have you uploaded to it? Why is its bottom bit waggly like that? Porygon Z. Its programming was modified to enable it to operate in other dimensions. This did not work as planned, as we can see. Broke mine too. Fair dues. I actually think that one probably does look better than it's normal, but shiny is shiny, right? By any chance, that's all our trading done, I'm pretty sure. Well, you know, apart from Scarlet stuff, but Storm is a Violet user as well. Do you by any chance want to... I've got like this random shiny Duraludon on here. Do you want it? Just for anything? Just as a thank you gift for doing that? There you go, just have a random shiny Duraludon. Thank you very much for doing the trade EOs with me. I take it you're giving me a shiny. Do you have another shiny of these? This is a duplicate. Is that a shiny? I don't even know. That's not shiny. I don't know. It could be. I know they come in different colors, but which one's the shiny one? Can Minior be shiny? I've never looked. Shiny Minior is black. The shiny will always be black with multicolored specks in it. How do you know this from the top of your brain? How do you know this? That's blue, is it? It's blue. A new Pokemon has not been registered. You're just a new type. I've already got a Minior. What are you saying? Right, thank you for the trading. That is job done. Cheers very muchly. Life is good. So, there is one evolution that's a bother to me, I would say. What does that bring our Pokedex up to, by the way? Oh no, it's going to spam me with that information. 197, so we're very close to unlocking the 200 quest. Oh, I forgot about this. Well, I didn't have to pay the points for that, did I then? I'll send you a metal alloy too, so you can upgrade, you can evolve the Duraludon. Damn it. Whoops. Right, that's dumb of me. But still, that Pokemon is Malamar. Now we could go to look to see if there's Terra raids of Malamar. Supposedly, it can spawn as one of like the Stellary Terrary Pokemon in the coastal region, but I'm pretty sure my one is always different. My one is not that, but I'll go have a quick check. But one of the viewers has it in a Terra raid currently, so I'm kind of interested in doing that rather than doing the whole shenanigans that we did back in Sword and Shield. If you know what I mean. Turning the Switch upside down. Supposedly you also have to disconnect the controller. Right, is this the Pokemon you say is like the position it is in? Well, that's what it is for me. This is the Slowpoke Beach. But that's the only one I get there. Maybe I have to like bonk it on the head a bit first. I think I can find my own Malamar raid. I'm going to lose horribly. I'm going to get beaten up by it. It's going to go, bleh, water. I'm going to go, on fire. It's fine. Like, I can use my Bernie... Oh, shiny, yellow. Why are you in here, Woof? You're not supposed to be in this game. We'll rely on this Zacian. I think the Zacian will do it. No, not super effective. Bad. Means I'm probably going to have to Bitter Blade just to top up a little bit. I mean, it's not bad damage. Like, has the Asmoril done anything yet? Never mind, it's just stronger than me. I believe in you, Zacian. This guy is attacking me. It doesn't like me. Oh, it's full health. Oh, you got belly dra- Oh, not that. It's fine, I don't have a Pokemon anyway. No, don't go. My dainty throw. It's too powerful. If only I could terrestrialize, I might actually be able to, like, not die. Be a detriment. No! Gonna kill me again. Quick, kill it, guys, before I lose it for us. I should have chosen a defensive Pokemon. Don't revive me. Stay dead. Please stay dead. No, I'm back. Defensive buff. The others will win. Play rough. Yeah, go on. We're good. We're gonna live. Stellar Terror type, eh? Woo! Hang tough, everyone. Well, I totally caught that. I don't have Pokemon set up for this kind of shebang if it's not Iron Blooming Fist Man. Well, Malamar caught. All is the baggage. Excellent. That's why I was upset when I saw it was Psychic Terror type to begin with. But then if it doesn't have a Psychic move, I'd have been fine. But then my fighting, my Drain Fist. Oh, we got Heavy Mystica. Nice. Excellent. Not gonna lie, you should have chosen a better Pokemon. Oh, you only chose a Pokemon that just literally lived throughout the whole thing and didn't die twice. Don't know what you're talking about. Just saying. Oh, storms come. Malamar. It flashes the luminescent spots on its body to hypnotize its opponents, gaining total control over them, and I didn't have to turn my switch upside down. I was too fearful of it possibly using a psychic move. Right then, my Pokédex has been updated. Now I've remembered something that I should have done between the sessions. I should have figured out where the swirly wind thing was that was going around the place, shouldn't I? Anyway, with that said and with that done, Froakies now, by the way, appear absolutely everywhere. I just want to point out, after it took us so long to find that Froakie, they just are everywhere. I don't know why it was so hard to find that one Froakie. Over, under, around we go. Over and under, over and under. Galarica twigs all around. Over and under. And a nice accessory is what we found. I can weave you a Galarica cup or a Galarica reef if you bring me some Galarica twigs. How many do I need? I need 8 Galarica twigs to make you a Galarica cup. Is that okay? I will not say Galarica correctly twice in a row. You got it. I'll get it woven in no time at all. Thanks for that raid, by the way. Oh, we do know my own. Over, under, around we go. Over, under, watch it grow. Here you go, freshly woven. A Galarica Guff. And we need the other kind too. Giving it to a Galarian Slowpoke makes the Pokemon very happy. By giving it to a Galarian Slowpoke. Right, how many do I have? A Reef next. 15! Extortion! Oh, how many do I need? Well, they're found here. But maybe not when it's raining. It'd be funny if there's just none existing now. The item printer can make the twigs. But I could just find them here, right? Right? I bet I'm like 14. Like, no joke, I bet I've got like 14. I did just grab some stuff here. So, Galactica twigs, we are at... Why? Why am I at 14? There. Don't worry, it's not that bad.